Test, test. Hey, what's up, Jack? So, I have your match right here versus Slaw, Falco, Fox, and Sheik, and he decides to go Fox versus you game one, which is the best option. Well, technically it's Sheik, but anyways, I saw the match already, and the set already, and you end up winning. So good stuff to you. And you beat him with all versus all three of his characters, which it's kind of a slap in the face since all those characters destroy Falcon. Well, not destroy, but they have a winning matchup. But nonetheless, Captain Falcon definitely can do it versus all three of them, even Sheik, especially Falco, and I think the hardest. Well, I think the hardest is probably Sheik, but it goes Sheik, Fox, and Falco in my opinion. Anyways, let's go game one. And before I start off, I want to say that if you're fighting, if you're a single main, which I think you are, you only play Captain Falcon, at least in tournament. An important thing to remember is that because you're a single main, you have to adapt to the character every time. And over time, that adaptation becomes second nature. But if you constantly play versus a Dr. Mario or another Captain Falcon or maybe a Falco, you might have a lot of trouble versus a Fox, like a really aggressive Fox. Because you're just not used to fighting that type of style. That style, right? So what I want to say is, as a single main, you have to learn to change the way you play versus certain characters. And it's not like a crazy change up or anything like that. You know, not like, micro changes that are like extremely impossible to do. But just understand that when you're playing versus a Marth, the neutral game is different than when you're playing versus a Fox, And if you remember that, then the route to Captain Falcon's success will be much easier for you, and just any route as a single main will be much easier for you because you won't rack your brains thinking, how do I do this matchup, and how do I lose to this guy when I'm beating this other guy who's, statistically better than the other guy. And most of the time it's style-wise because your style doesn't counter that style, and that's why you see in the realm of Smash other people losing to, or people losing to other people they shouldn't lose is because of style, and they're not able to adapt their character style to the opponent's character style, and at least not quickly enough, and then they end up losing. So let's go into that right now. So versus Fox, you want to go Dreamland. You want to go Battlefield. FD I wouldn't suggest. So right now, I don't know if it's up to you, but if it is up to you, then Dreamland's the way to go between FD and Dreamland. Okay, first of all, you need to stop doing side B in the neutral. That's for sure right now. It's good, and if you hit shield, it's even better because people try to grab it, and you can get a punish out of it. So if you side B and you realize that someone grabs out of shield after the side B, most of the time the grab doesn't connect, and you can get a grab, or you can get a knee if the window's really tight, but you can do it. But yeah, try to work on not side Bing in the neutral. You really only want to side B versus certain characters that are very aerial based and don't have a lot of hitboxes from below. So like Falco, for example, he's very aerial based, but he has a low hitbox, so he's down air. He approaches with down air. Like Ganondorf, for example. Ganondorf's a good player or character to do side B versus. Captain Falcon's another good character to do side B versus. Fox, not so much, just because he stays so low to the ground. And but at the same time, he doesn't approach with down air. He approaches with nair. So, but the thing is that you'll just trade if he throws a nair. If you know that an opponent's about to jump, you can do a side B. I wouldn't suggest try to raptor boost people like with the grab, like trying to grab all the time or whatever, because they can crouch cancel it, or just put their shield up if you whiff. and if they don't whiff. Side B is a really great move. I love side B. And you can actually side B twice before, if the first one wasn't good enough, you know, so the second side B can just pop them up a little bit higher since they added percent, and you can follow up again, which a lot of people don't do, actually. They don't do the double side B. Just because I think they might think it might get staled. If they're doing it too much, they might get staled, and the person will just fly super far away, kind of like when you shine someone with falco, and it's kind of staled out, and they fly super far away. But side B is a great move, but you definitely should do it in the neutral. So you got to, and the reason you're doing it is because you're lacking in the neutral. You're lacking the confidence in the neutral, and so you want to get an easy punish. So you're being lazy. Work on your L cancels. Nice DIY. Work on that L cancel. Okay. Okay, so already, I don't know if you play this guy a lot, or if you played him in winners finals or whatever, but the first set of the first stock of a set, especially as Falcon, every time that you play versus anyone, because Falcon's such a reaction-based character, and he's reaction, and he's like, you should play him like 70% reaction, 30% read, right? And the higher tier you go in skill level, it's more read, or sorry, it's more reaction to read, because you can read the lower level players much easier, obviously. But the first stock, you want to use it to kind of get a feel for the opponent, his teching habits, his DI habits, and whatever. So I noticed that you did a down air, and then the down air connected, and then you get him for another down air, right? Which is understandable, because, you know, usually when you down air someone, they don't tech it the first time. But in this case, he did tech it, and that's the reason why you, in the beginning, the first stock, you don't throw moves out, but instead you bait out and you try to reaction, either tech chase or reaction, or just kind of see what they do and then follow up with it, even if they're able to put their shield up. If you follow tech chase someone and they put their shield up, remember that you still have advantage because they're in their shield, and Falcon on shield is really good. So try not to get like a super sweet combo like the first stock. What you really want to do with the first stock is try to learn as much as you possibly can from the opponent, you know. And if that means extending the stock, I mean, obviously if you have a sweet combo that you already got, or you know, you already got the read based on just reacting and trying to learn him, then yeah, you finish the stock off, right? Because you want anything you can versus the Spacey, because the Spacey's so good. But generally speaking, you want to use your stock in the beginning to bait something out, kind of learn as much as you can from the opponent, and not try to punish as much, you know. So okay, bad spacing on the Nair. Falcon is super space oriented and position oriented, and then reaction oriented. Okay, and those are the three things you're going to need to do. And the first thing that you need to do with Falcon is learn to space well, and learn to change up your spacing and use it to influence the opponent, right? Next thing would be position, how you position yourself versus the opponent in certain situations. And then of course the last thing would be like reacting to check chases and whatnot. It takes a lot more time, I think. It takes a lot of practice. But those are things that you're gonna have to work on. And I'm gonna probably point out all the times that you don't space it right, and you're gonna see that it's a lot. If that is a problem. If not, then kudos to you. So. Okay, so right here, check this out. So, anyways, nice. Okay, so right here, after you knocked him off right there, you need to be ready for the edge guard. Okay, so, you know, okay, right there, you got the down air. Okay, right here. after you knocked him off right there, I don't know why you jumped. Right there, after you knocked him off, I mean, the jump, you know, you could maybe like influence him to do a side B to the ledge, in which case you might run and dash attack it, and you could hit it right. But right at this point in time, he can just side B immediately and grab ledge, and you weren't able to punish that. And why? It's because you jumped over here for whatever reason. I don't know what you were trying to do, influence him to do something. But I don't think you can make that anyway. So after you get that hit and you get the edge guard ready, so you have to realize, like I said, it's position based, right? So after you got the hit, now comes the edge guard. And being a great edge guarder with Falcon will get you so far, especially versus the Spacies, and especially versus Fox. Because his recovery is, it's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. And so right here, after you got that up air, you need to just know that he has a jump or know that he's going to side B. But because it's the first stock, I would not go out there and do anything. What I would do is I would wait. What I would do is I would throw a knee out. I would throw a knee out right here. Or I would just stand and then hold shield maybe in case he side Bs. But what you want to do is you want to see what he does. You want to see, and these are the things that you look for, is you want to see where you hit him, right? You hit him like right here. You want to see, does he shine and then jump? Does he jump and then up B? Does he jump and then side B? Does he like a certain position away from the off the stage where he likes to up B? Is there a certain position off the stage where he likes to side B? Does he like to sweet spot the side B to the ledge? Does he like to up B to the ledge? Does he like to, you know, do the super mangle? If he does a mangle one time, you know that he has that in his pocket, so he's going to be able to pull that out every time. Does he shorten? You know, that's going to be super important. If he can shorten and you can punish that every time, that's going to be a huge game changer because he'll be forced to second guess himself whenever he's recovering, which will give you that edge. Okay, and all this should be done. It's just all things that you're not, I mean, you're not thinking about all these things. You're just watching him to see which one he does, okay? And that's not to say that he's going to do the same thing every time, but people have habits, and that's what being a good player is noticing those habits and punishing them. And you might think to yourself, oh, well, I mean, if I punish him for a certain habit, won't he change it like over time? Well, he might, and the better the player he is, he will change it. But you have to realize that it's called habits for a reason, and people will do them regardless of situations and will revert back to them in times of stress, in times of duress, and that's when the adaptation will have come in. And if he didn't adapt and he still has those bad habits and you've already realized to punish those things, that's where you're going to win. And that's where Falcon really exceeds because he can he's so fast and explosive that you can punish one time with a knee or a down air and really capitalize on that, you know. So anyways, you should have just been standing, kind of reacting, maybe dash dancing to bait out something, but maybe grab the ledge. I think grabbing the ledge as Falcon is a really good idea. And then using the invincibility frames to use an aerial that has invincibility. But okay, so you see where he up-B'd? He up-B'd right here, and then he went straight up. So you know that he's not a good recovery artist. Okay, so up-B. What a horrible up-B. So see, notice that. So right when he up-B'd, so you did a forward tilt or up tilt to kind of cover the up-B or maybe even a side B. But so if you would have just waited right there, he might have chosen a different option, right? So I mean, I guess what you learned from here is that he jumped, you jumped, and then he up-B'd because he thought you might be able to cover the side B. But what you also learned was that he up-B'd right here, which is a really bad place to up-B, and so you know that he's gonna get nervous in situations where he could get hit, and he's gonna side B right here. Okay, or he's gonna up B right here, but he decides to go up. He didn't go for the ledge, so that angle he wasn't comfortable with. Okay, and he didn't go for you. I don't know why. I would have gone for you right there, but okay. So he goes up right here, a little bit in front of the above the ledge. Okay, so in a situation like that, after he up B's, ideally you want to get under him, but optimally speaking, you want to just grab him. So you want to, because he can kind of DI in the air really well with when he's free falling, and any character can do that, right? Especially, well, and the heavier the better. But because he can DI down, the most guaranteed thing for you to do is to just go in and get the grab, right? So, because right when he lands on the ground, he's going to obviously put his shield up because he doesn't want to get hit. Because he knows that 99% of people are going to try to just hit him out of the up B because he's so vulnerable that if you go for the grab, because he's at 93, you can actually have just grab him, up throw him, re-grab, up throw, down tilt, and then knee him, right? At a certain percentage, you can actually just grab, up throw, and then chain that into a knee or down tilt or whatever, right? So that would have just guaranteed this stock right here. But instead, you side B'd, and it wasn't bad, and you way went over it. All right. So you need to work on your positioning. So look, you made a lot of mistakes right there, and we're gonna go over them right now. So right there. So just grab him afterwards. You should know where he's going. Okay, that was a bad side B. You thought he was gonna side B, or you thought he was gonna illusion. Okay, you see he upbeat again. You see how he upbeat right before the stage again. So you know that he does that. So when he does that, you can actually just go out there and knee him or upbeat or side B him. But here, let's do that again. Up B, nice nair. God, you shouldn't have done that. You should have just positioned yourself to get ready for the up B. Okay. Alright, so anyways, you take the stock. Alright, knee, grab, good stuff. Down air, good space. Look, so I want to comment on this right now. So, okay, well, you take the stock right here, right? But, so he comes back, and you get this sweet knee. So at zero, you actually don't want to follow up with a grab at zero. Well, you can, but the first time that you do it, you want to go for the, or well, you can do it right now and it's fine. And versus top players, it'll still work. But realize that it's not a guaranteed combo, and they can actually up smash you out of it, or shine you out of it, or grab you out of it, or down dodge, and you will get punished hard if that happens. Because remember, one hit is all it takes to beat Falcon. He's kind of a glass cannon. Well, he's a glass cannon, but he shoots like bazookas, you know. So he's like really good. And he's not glass, really. He's like porcelain. Anyways. So anyways, you got the down throw, and I really like so you text in place, right? And so remember I told you so this is like one of the first grabs you get on him. So you want to kind of reaction tech chase, right? And what you've done now is you've actually decided to just read him, try to read him, and just tech in place. So when that happens, so because he teched in place right here, what you did was you did the down air, and I like that you spaced the down air such that if he had shielded, it wouldn't have hit, or he wouldn't be able to shield grab you, right? So you down air him right in front of him. You don't down air him like right on top of him, right? Which is good because you're thinking about the spacing, and you realize that the hitbox of the down air connects a little bit in forward, right? And also, when you do the down air right in front, like that, let's say if he was to have teched because you're closer to the left, you can actually just dash and then grab him if he techs to the left. He teched in place, so you end up connecting, right? And if he dashed away, or if he teched away, then you could have followed up either with a grab or baited something out with an aerial, right? But okay, you need to work on your down air L cancels for sure. That's for sure. And so what I would do is I would just practice. Just make sure you focus more on it and practice more, because the downers are going to be super important to following up really well versus spaces, because they don't even get any height when you down air them. So anyways, what'd you do after the down air? So you did a knee grab, so you did the up throw, okay, and then he teched it. Okay, so and he didn't tech it. Wait, no. Oops. Too far. 201. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about. You just gotta wait. Watch and wait. Don't jump so much whenever you're tech chasing. Okay, nice defensive nair. Follows up. I don't know what you were doing right there. So whenever he's on the platform, you just want to do the up airs. Okay, up air and back air from the ledge, you can re-grab. So remember that. If you back air from the ledge and or up air, you can just re-grab it. So practice doing that, and that will change how people react to you. People will change how they up B or how they recover. So realize that. Okay, up air. All right. You covered the straight, which is good. Okay, and you're just toying with him. Nice reverse knee, so sick. Okay. Followed up. Alright, that's death right there. He shines you, but look, check this out. I want to say something. So if you know that you're going to get shined, 100% sure you're going to get shined, you can try and vector cancel, which is just you press the R or the L the moment you get shined in the direction that you want to DI. So you smash DI the shine and press R at the same time, and you can actually get back from a shine spike if you do it correctly. And what happens usually is the character or the opponent will actually just shine you and then dash away, and then you know that you're dead, and you'll come back and they'll think, what the freaking A, this guy, how did that guy made it back? So if you know you're going to get shine 100%, take the shine, do the vector cancel, smash DI at the direction towards the ledge or upwards, and then just up B back immediately and try to grab that ledge. But it's definitely possible to come back from a shine spike, if it's not too low, of course. Also, when you're tech chasing, so you see how over here you were tech chasing, and okay, so when you were tech chasing right here, your dash dances were a little bit wide in terms of how close he was. Usually, the farther you are from the opponent, the wider the dash dance is, right? In that case, he was a little closer, so the closer he is, you want to just do smaller dash dances. And not only are they intimidating, but you're able to react a little bit better because you're not going so far away to the or away, so that when you see the tech away, in or out or whatever, you can react to it. And that's what I do, and that's what, if you watch S2J, that's what S2J also does. And it's really good. So in general, the farther away they are, the more you want to, the bigger you want your dash dances to be, but the closer they are, the smaller you want them to be, okay? And the reason for that is you want to keep moving, and you want to be ready to and punish and influence them by still staying in their zone, their comfort zone. So if you always stay in their comfort zone, they'll be forced to make a decision under duress or under stress, and they'll be more inclined to do something that you can read or react to. Okay, still trying to read it. You should be. So you haven't picked up a read on him because of oh wow, because you didn't read him in the beginning. You've also punished him twice for teching in place, so it's probably, you have to realize that he might not do that too often. But at the same time, you can also, for the most part, reaction tech chase if that's the option that you decide to go for. And so under pressure, you want to do that. And you also realize that if you got them near the edge and they tech near the edge, but they don't go off of it, that down smash could cover potentially 3 options. So see, look at that. See how side B is just not working? Okay, you could have crouched that. At this percent, I would just crouch cancel and try to grab. Okay, nice try to go for the down air. Okay, see, don't force it. You're trying to force the grab. Okay. Alright, and just typical Captain Falcon main stuff. Okay, messed that up. Down tilt, yeah, okay, that missed. You actually could have just kneed. You see, he went high again. He did that in the beginning too. For no reason. He could have just gone to the ledge and then he just went high and then went to the ledge afterwards and fell to the left. So, pretty crazy Falcon in my opinion. Not really looking to win, but more looking to just kind of have fun and do the coolest thing. So, I don't know if that's what your goal is. If your goal is to just have fun and do the coolest combo and you know, kind of finish the stocks off, then that's something else that I can tell you about. But if your goal is to win and to play an optimal Falcon where you're covering options and you're playing as hard as possible for the opponent to fight against, then you're definitely going to want to implement what I'm telling you. Anyways, he went Falco and he took you to FD, which blows because fuck, I hate this matchup on this stage. But the point of the whole matchup is baiting out in a short hop aerial with full hops and then punishing from there. And also, well, one, if you power shield, that's going to be a huge detriment to his neutral game, which will greatly increase your chances of winning. So I would practice power shielding a little bit if you're not that good at it. It's not that hard. Most people can do it that are like top level players. But ultimately, you want to invade his comfort zone where he doesn't feel comfortable lasering, and then bait from there. And we'll see what you do. Nice. Grab, okay. Okay, so check this out. So I want to do something real quick. I want to show you something real quick. So with Falcon, so you see when you grabbed him and then it actually lagged for like a split second. The reason that is because you didn't buffer the down throw. With Falcon, because his down throw is such a huge part of his game, just like with Sheik and just like with well, let's see, Sheik, Falcon, who else? Maybe Marth, right? Because it's so fast. But the reason why you buffer the down throw is to force them to stress them out more and cause them to choose an option that is easier to read. So more than likely when someone gets grabbed and they weren't expecting the grab, and they get grabbed and they get grabbed so fast that the down throw is already coming out before they have time to decide, they have time to think, then they will choose the option to survive because they don't know what's going on, and so immediately their instinct is to survive. And so if you get a grab and immediately buffer the down throw, so just grab and then C-stick down, then you will force them to either tech in for the most time, or actually if you buffer it, a lot of times what's going to happen versus certain players is that they'll actually miss the tech, and you can actually punish that if you notice that's a habit of them or is missing the tech. Like me, for example, I'll miss the tech a lot, and even now, to 8 years later, I will still miss the tech if there's a good Falcon that buffers the down throw because it's just so fast. So try to buffer the down throw buffer the down throw every time. Unless it's a guaranteed knee at like 80% and the down throw, they're going to DI away, and so the down throw, there's no reason to buffer it unless you want to get the nice DI. But the thing is that you want to just get those extra 2-3 pummels and then get the knee regardless, because it's going to hit whether they DI or not. Nice grab. Okay, see, you're trying to read too much. Nice re-grab. Okay, your spacing was bad right there. I would have rolled away. This is where you power shield. Knee, right there, you just missed it. Okay. When Falco has his back towards you, realize that you can't approach from below. You can't approach from short hop distance. So, but when he's in front of you like that, when he's facing towards you, you can always approach. For the way you, generally speaking, you can. It's much more easier to approach when he's facing you. So like right now, you can approach him with an aerial, but if he's facing backwards, you can't. His back air will beat you every time. All right, and I mean that's good. You could have done that, or you could have just Moonwalk, grab ledge, or just grab ledge, or forward tilted, or stanky leg. Nice spacing, grab. Okay, when you grab him like that and you down throw him, if you would have buffered it, you might have forced him to do something else again. But what you want to do is you want to wave dash in, right in front of his tech position, where he lands, and then here, let me see if I can rewind it. Right here. Alright, so right here, you're about to be, you'll see the spacing where you are, it's actually not right in front of him. You want to land right in front of him, and then space it to where you can grab him, but most likely the shine won't connect. And Falco's shine is actually not bigger than, not as big as Fox's, so it's easier to grab Falco. And that's optimally what you want to do. And then after that, they're going to realize, oh, if I take him place, he's going to grab me every time. And then that's when they start teching left and right. And you can actually either react to it with a knee, down air, or get another grab and then down throw them and edge guard them. And so that's what's great about Falcon, is he can down throw check chase to the ledge. And then his moves are so strong that it takes one or two aerials, and then they die. So at the end of the day, remember, you don't have to, it's not a game about killing, it's a game about taking stocks. Or it's not a game about combos, it's a game about taking stocks. So yeah. And just with that being said, I noticed that, you don't want to force things too much. Remember, at the end of the day, the better you're playing is usually determined by how much you're forcing things. When he grabs the ledge, you really just want to get the fuck away from it, because the double lasers. Okay, good roll. See, you notice how this Falco is... These are the things that you have to pick up on. So, the Falco actually lasers much more than he should, because you're so close to him, he shouldn't be lasering that much. And so, that nair that you're doing, it's actually really good. Which I wouldn't be surprised if you win this match. But because you see how he lasers so much? Because he's lasering so much... And man, that was bad spacing on his part. Because he's lasering so much, you can actually just go in and throw a bunch of lasers. I would try to power shield him right here, because you guys have no advantage. You see how right there you dash real quick? Right there you got too close. You don't want to dash real quick. Or you don't want to dash too close to him, because he can do the get up attack. But if you do dash real quick like that, realize that that's a get up attack possibility, and you want to put your shield up in an attempt to fix it. Okay. Okay. You need to work on your L cancels for sure. L cancels and fast falls. Alright, that's why you lose this if you do lose this. Unnecessary. I would have just grabbed right there. Since his shield was up, it would have been better to just grab. See, if you notice in shields, he actually is rolling a lot. And... Alright. Nice. Wow. Okay. Pretty bad Falco. Okay. Alright, forward tilt. Goes for ledge. Side Bs. Nice. Okay, I'm guessing he goes sheik next 2 matches. You lose both, and then you win on the 3rd one. But, yeah, that Falco, a big thing with Falco is his lasers versus Falcon, because if he doesn't have the lasers, he doesn't win. Because Falcon's disjointed hitboxes are so much better than his. But he can always stuff you with a reverse up tilt or a back air. Or maybe even a nair, actually, if he catches you at the right spot on your nair. One thing I want to mention right now, just in case I forget later, is the first hit of nair, the first hit of Captain Falcon's nair can be interrupted with a spacey nair, for the most part. But the second hit of nair from Captain Falcon usually beats out spacies and at the worst trades. So remember that when you're choosing to nair, that the first hit will trade, or will lose. The first hit of your nair will lose to a nair, but the second hit will beat it. Okay, so time your nairs accordingly based on your positioning and your character's positioning, because just because you throw a move out before them, you know damn well that doesn't mean that you're gonna if it connects, you're gonna win. So anyway, Sheik, I'm guessing he takes you to FOD or Dreamland. Okay, he takes you to freaking FD. That guy's an idiot. Okay. Okay, see, you're dash dancing too much. I know that's kind of arbitrary to say because it didn't work, but you're jumping too much versus Sheik. You want to dash dance more in the neutral, and then kind of throw and kind of bait something out. Versus Sheik, it's more of like a bait game where because every move that she throws out beats yours, right? So if she throws out a move and it connects, not only because she's gonna beat it for the most likely, but she's gonna get a nasty 0 to death, right? Because that's forward tilt fair, right? You got grabbed at 90 and you're dead almost. Well, that was really bad, but see, it's so easy to edge guard. Anyways, you shouldn't have lived right there. You're probably a little nervous. I'm not sure why you're missing those. Okay, nice nair. Follow up. You need to react to it. You don't have to stop trying to read so much. Stop jumping off the ledge. Okay. That was pretty bad. You should have just kneed it. So what you want to do for the most part when you're fighting versus Sheik is it's all neutral, because after you get one grab or she gets one grab, it's pretty easy for her to follow up, and it's pretty easy for you to follow up. So what you do is you want to dash dance bait and go for the grab, or you want to dash dance bait and you want to go for the knee. Okay, or I mean nair works too if you space it right. But remember that she can, because the first hit of nair is crouch cancelable. She can CC forward tilt or CC down smash you, and you'll get hit by it. So that's why nair isn't the greatest option if she's on the ground. If she's in the air or you're spacing beautifully, then nair's a pretty good option. Or if you're trying to defensively like get her, keep her out, that's also a good idea. But at the same time, you're throwing out your hurt box when you throw out a nair, so you don't want to do that too much. The best thing to do is just dash dance, and the closer you are to her, remember the shorter the dash dance is, and then the farther you are from her, the bigger the dash dance is, right? And the reason why, again, is to invade her comfort zone and force her to throw a move out because she thinks you're going to approach, in which case then you punish for it. And normally what you would do is you would go in, grab, buffer the down throw, and then try to re-grab. If she DIs in, you know that under stress she will DI in the down throw, right? And so you can get a knee or a grab again. But normally you want to get an up throw versus Sheik and then re-grab, or do a nair and then get an up air re-grab, something like that. The grab versus Sheik is definitely going to be for up throw, and then at like 80 or 90, she's dead after a up throw. You just go into a knee. You missed it earlier, but I think you just forgot to, or just press the A button before you press the jump button, so you end up forward smash charging and releasing. But yeah, the grab, I would pummel Sheik every time because the combos are guaranteed, so it doesn't matter if she DIs whatever direction. I think that at 0 you shouldn't pummel, because she could get out of it. But of course, the level of player that you're fighting is something you have to take into account for, and if you can sneak in a little pummel here and there, that's fine. But realize that once you're playing a top player, that it's not optimal, and they might probably get out of it because they're, top players smash out the moment they get grabbed most of the time. So right there, you see how she's approaching with nair. Okay, right there. So you just after that up throw, you should have rising up aired. So let's say you die right here, and see, you could have actually followed up, or you could have followed up with another grab. So anyway, she dies, and you get the big thing versus Sheik is you have to see how her neutral game works. So her neutral game right there is to what she does. She does a nair, and she does a full hop nair. So which she blows. She can't even short hop. She does a double jump nair. Anyways, nice nair. You follow up, get the grab. Okay, so right here, you can either go for another grab or go for a rising short hop up air, right? And that would have connected into another grab, right? You missed it, and then you get another grab. Okay, down air is not going to work right there. What you have to do is turn around and just grab again, or just nair, like fall retreating nair, and then that would have just followed up. Okay, you see how that slab connected with your needle? That's what I was talking about. You always want to retreat the nair. Okay, you try to read it again. Try to read it again. You missed. Knee. Okay, missed the knee. Knee. Okay, missed the knee. Okay, didn't jump far enough. Nice, grab ledge, and she died. You see, she's running in, and then okay. That was you're just making it too easy for her. Nice DI down. Okay, see, right when you roll in like that, you want to just hold shield again because of the down tilt. You see what I'm talking about? She just crouch cancel down tilted to your nair, and then she just followed up. Okay, nice. So pummel. You can't get out of it. It doesn't matter. Nice. At that point, you just want to DI away. Okay. That's why you don't down throw. That's why you up air or up throw, up air, knee for sure. Good stuff. So that's how you're supposed to do it. And so her DI was pretty bad on all of them. Well, maybe one of them was good, but it was too late. Oh, you waited too long. Make sure you practice teching that down smash. So when she techs that down, when she down smashes your up B recovery, it's not totally bad. Okay, right there, you forced it. Don't force it ever. Okay, see, so you can tell that she has a habit of crouch cancel down tilting your aerial. Okay. Nice, so you baited the forward tilt, then you punished. You see, she put her shield up immediately, so you could have grabbed her right there. Okay. Up air. And this is where you recover. So nice. Get back to center stage. You grab it. Nice. Okay. And you forced it again. And that's it. Oh, wow. Oh my god, I can't believe you're alive. And see, after you downed her, you should have just dashed. You shouldn't have jumped again. And you should have dashed in to the stage and position yourself, stage-wise, position yourself, and then reacted to what she did. And then if you would have done that, you would have had a much higher chance of success right there in getting the follow-up. So, alright, so you go Battlefield. I think you should go Dreamland in this matchup. Dreamland or Pokemon Stadium. Battlefield's really good for Sheik. Really good. I mean, that's probably her #1 pick next to FOD. Maybe even Dreamland, depending on the character. But Battlefield's a really good stage for Sheik because of her edge guard ability and the platform height for her. It's really good. So it's a really good stage for you too, but there's just better stages. Nice follow up. See, you should have just up aired immediately, or see if she teched it so that you know at that percent she won't be able to tech it. You should have tried to grab the ledge right there. Work on your movement to get to places faster. Oh, that sucks. Should have DI'd it away. I should have DI'd a little bit before you went in. Nice. Bad spacing. Nice. Nice that you need the shield she grabbed and then you need it again. So you know that you can punish that. Good stuff. So a Sheik like this, she looks like she's approaching a lot more than she should be. Because ideally what she wants to do is make you approach, or take your space in order to make you approach. She's approaching a lot, so you can actually throw out like back airs and spaced up airs and nairs to kind of put her on tilt and inch her out. And after you do that a little bit, yeah, you can get a lot of follow-ups on that. So okay, that sucks, and you're dead. So obviously the thing to beat that would be to have up aired right after you jumped. Okay, check in. Nice. Okay, and then you grab ledge, and I'm gonna see. Okay, so she goes up. Obviously, she wants to go up. What you should have done is just done a regular get up, and then punish, right? Because she was on this platform, you still would have had stage advantage. All right, see, up throw right there would have just led to a knee. All right, messed it up. Knee, good stuff. Okay, you should have just waited for it and reacted. Okay, back here, bad DI, and you should be dead now. Yeah. Okay, nice. Grab ledge. Okay, no, you should have just grabbed ledge immediately. You shouldn't have tried to poke it. You have no advantage right there when you go for that knee. Okay, roll away. Okay. You're trying to read too much, and it's not helping you. Nice. That's what you see. Okay, so right there, you read it, right? But the thing is that what you did, you also waited. You waited and you waited for where she tech to, and that's what I've been talking about. Is you don't want her to. You want to react to it, and you want to give her time to make a mistake based on your movement. So that's the thing versus Sheik is well, especially versus anyone, but especially on a platform like that, you want to just kind of stay on optimally. You want to stay below them and then get the up air, right? The reaction up air, or just right when if you're a little late on the reaction, you can go for the nair and then space it and then get an up air follow up. In which case, you just put a lot of pressure on their shield and you still have stage positioning because you fell underneath them with an up air. And by that I mean, like, let's say they're on top of the platform, they land, they have their shield up, and you're below it. You full hop nair their shield, you space it, right, and then you fall through the platform and then up air them. Now you just got two arrows on their shield, and you still have stage positioning because you're underneath them. So you can actually pull up another up air. If they jump, you have a possibility of getting another up air, trade, tech, follow up. So. Okay, versus Sheik. Okay, what Sheiks are gonna do is they're gonna wave dash from the ledge and they're gonna forward tilt, or they're gonna wave dash from the ledge, and try to grab you or shield. And then the third thing they're gonna do, or the fourth thing they're gonna do, is they're gonna do the slap from the ledge. Now this Sheik, I haven't seen her do much of anything really, but so up throw, okay, nice down air. You should have just immediately punished, knowing that the down air was gonna hit. Okay. You missed that L cancel, right? And so right there, you want to position yourself. So right there, when the Sheik's on the ledge, you want to position yourself a little bit farther than a forward tilt distance, a wave dashed up forward tilt distance away. And then you want to react accordingly. Because what's going to happen is the Sheik is going to come up on stage and do a move. Whether it be a fair, whether it be a wave dash forward tilt, whether it be a down smash, whatever. But she's going to wave dash on, or she's going to jump on, she's going to do something. When you're doing that, that's why you dash dance. And then the bigger the dash dance, the more likely you are to throw an aerial out. And she knows that. And the closer the dash dance, the more likely you are to throw a grab out. But if you do it correctly, then you can actually get the grab regardless. You can get the aerial regardless if you time it right. But if you don't, know that that's the expectation that's in their mind. So when they jump on, what you want, you're trying to bait out a forward tilt based on your spacing. So your spacing will be right here, and they're going to wave dash on, try to forward tilt you, and you're going to dash away at the last second and then come in. If you're dash dancing a little bit closer to the ledge right here, then they're going to try to do a forward air from the ledge, and then you dash away and then grab them, right? Or you dash and then reverse jump back air. So you hit them out of it, and then you follow up with a knee. But you can also always just put your shield up. I would recommend this, but if under like a lot of stress and quick micro situation, you can put your shield up immediately. They're going to jump nair it, or they're going to jump fair it, and then you can immediately get the knee or get the up air and follow up with an edge guard. So, okay. So check this out. So when alright, so right there, right? Forward air, okay. Forward air again. Okay, so right here, right there, whenever she landed, you instead of doing the knee, what you should have done is you should have gone for the up air. And why? The reason why is because of that. Because the knee sometimes doesn't hit that strong, because you're waiting so long for the tech that you're kind of like about to hit the floor, like literally right before she does, so you don't know if it's gonna hit or if she's gonna tech it. And if you fast fall it, then you might miss the move because the move's not going to come out. You know, there's a certain amount of animation frames that comes out before the move becomes a hitbox. And so that's why up air, because up air comes out so fast and it picks them up. When you follow up like that in that situation, you want to do the up air and then follow up with the knee, right? So remember that. And then that would have actually finished their stock off right there. Nice. You see how fast you did that knee after the nair? That's the potential that Falcon has. Is like one quick nair like that into a knee at any percent is like almost guaranteed. So know that as Falcon, know this. You have to know this, that Falcon, one hit with an aerial is like 95% guaranteed to hit with another aerial. And the only time that you shouldn't go for the other aerial is if they're so far away or low, or so far away and low that missing it will end up in your death, or getting a weak hit will end up in your death. Okay. Also, if you can shield drop versus sheik, it's also really good. So nice knee, nice. You went for the grab, down throw, okay, away. Okay, see what the sheik does. You see what the sheik does? Is that she will jab first and then down smash a lot before she finishes. That's a habit that you need to pick up on. So she's actually been doing that since the FD game. And what she'll do is she'll jab, forward tilt, and then fair, or she'll jab, down smash, jab into whatever she's going to do. And because of that, know that you can jump out of that. You can jump out of that, or DI out of that. And what I would do is I would just jump away, try to jump away every time, or maybe even air dodge. But those are not guaranteed combos. You can smash the out of that shit. And it's kind of a risk, but if it's a habit that they have and you picked up on it, you know, that's something that you could have used to your advantage. So, nice grab, up air, knee. Oh, man. And that's going to be the stock for you. No, she's dumb. So right there, you should have just dash dance grab. You were doing good, and then you missed it, and fair. Right. You definitely want to recover high versus sheik, but if she is on the stage and facing you, as in she's not going to grab the ledge and use the back air, then you want to recover low and try to tech the ledge, if anything. Remember that your recovery is always based on your opponent's position on the stage and your opponent's direction facing you or away from you. So in that position, the hardest thing to punish would be a below recovery, below the stage recovery. Okay, and she's just waiting. I don't know why. Let's go to the next game. Battlefield, and she doesn't transform. Do you punish her? Oh no, y'all restart. Okay. That'd been funny if you just need the shit out of her. Okay, still missing those down airs. Nice follow up. Missed the knee. Right, you should have just gone for the regrab. Okay. Okay, she should have just put her shield up and hit and shield grab you, but okay, grab ledge. There you go. And then, okay, so what you want to do versus sheik, when you grab the ledge versus sheik, you what you want to do is refresh her invincibility so that right when she up Bs and she up Bs near the ledge, you have all your invincibility. Excuse me. So right when she up Bs, you have all your invincibility, and so the up B doesn't poof you, it doesn't hit you, and then she's gonna either up B onto the platform if she can, or she's gonna up B onto the stage. So after that, what you do is you do a regular get up because it has a lot of invincibility frames and very little startup time before you can do a move, and then you follow up either with a grab or a down air or a knee or whatever, you know, whatever the situation calls for based on how much time you have to punish. But right there, you rolled, and you didn't need to roll. The roll was definitely a lack of matchup knowledge. So right there, you are, for the most part, generally speaking, you do a regular getup versus sheik because it takes just a little bit less frames from the ledge, but it takes enough for if they went to the ledge, they would get they would die, they would miss it. Okay, right there, she could have just down smashed you. You want to take away, or you want to DI away. Okay, one thing that hasn't happened a lot is her tech chases versus you. So I'm going to give you some tips on that. Versus Sheik, when she down throws you at earlier percents, she's not going to down smash you. If she does, then she loses the combo. But down throw into down smash is a combo. So if you get grabbed at a really high percent on a last stock or some kind of situation like that, know that if you DI down in on the down throw, she's going to do a forward tilt fair or down smash or up smash or whatever. She's going to kill you. So you always have to either DI, you have to DI away. And so what happens when you DI away is she's either going to do dash attack, which if she does a dash attack, she loses the combo or she sets up an edge guard, right? But she doesn't kill you. So DIing away and then DIing the dash attack away obviously is the best thing for survival. But in terms of tech chasing, when Sheik down throws you and you tech, you have three options. That's end place, right, or left, right? And based on the position of the stage, it's going to make it harder or easier because if you have like little to no stage on the right side and if you tech to the right, she has all the time in the world to react to your tech chase because you're just constantly rolling and you're not moving anywhere because the stage is already over. So you're just tech rolling into the same place. So as opposed to if you went to the left, you have the whole tech distance to tech roll, and it's going to be a little bit harder for you. However, it's still extremely easy for Sheik to tech chase Falcon. So what you want to do is you want to create 3 different options and make it into 7 different options. And you do that by not teching, okay? And when that happens, you make it really hard for the Sheik to tech chase you. So what you're going to face one day is you're going to fight a Sheik, and I'm sure you've probably fought a Sheik before that does this, but she's going to tech chase you to fucking death and then just throw you off and edge guard you, which is optimally that's the way you should play versus this matchup because Falcon throws so many aerials out that she's really looking for the dash grab, the dash attack cancel grab, and then follow up with the tech chase. So when she down throws you, you actually have to switch it up between teching and not teching. And when you don't tech, you want to try to roll out of the way unless you think they're going to expect it, in which case you just grab them. But the not tech is important because after you don't tech, she's either going to down smash you or she's going to jab reset you. Okay? When that happens, you have to smash the jab reset upwards. Okay? How you do that is right when she jabs you, you just flick the control stick upwards, and then you can jump out of the way. You can actually jab her because of it, or even grab her out of it. But it's important that you smash the eye upwards right when she jabs you, the moment she jabs you, and so that you're action available. And that way she won't be able to get the grab on the jab reset. Okay, down throw. You should have up thrown to Nair. Okay, see, too many side Bs. You're getting lazy. Okay, nice DI away. I don't know if you were just running away. Nice spacing on the Nair. Nice spacing again. Up air. You should have just followed up with another up air. Remember, every aerial leads to another aerial. Okay, back air. She's going to die. Okay, nice. So that was really good spacing, and that's the kind of spacing you want to do every time. And listen, if you're not well spaced when you attack a shield, such that you can get shield grabbed, remember that if you end up being in that situation, just roll out of the way because gentlemaning after that will not be beneficial. I mean, they can shield grab the gentleman afterwards. So just forget about it. Roll behind them, roll away, do whatever you can. But of course, you want to evade that situation by always being mindful of your spacing with your aerials. So if you throw an aerial out on shoot, remember that with Falcon, that's what's great about Falcon is that you can drift in the air a little bit with him because he kind of floats with the short hop. He can float a little bit. So when you hit that shield, remember that you can DI away with the control stick left or right and make it ambiguous as to whether or not you'll be in shield grab range for the opponent. And if you do that, you can bait out a lot of shield grabs by aerialing close into their shield and then DIing away afterwards, and that'll bait out a lot of things for the most part. And then you can follow up with anything you want: down smash, forward smash, maybe grab, knee. I mean, depending on how fast you are about it, you know. But realize that, you know, the people try to shield grab Falcon a lot of the times, and the habits that they have from shield on versus your aerials is something that you have to pick up on in order to really punish someone. Okay. Nice, he misses it. Okay, see why? That's why you should have done the regular getup right there, and then you could have just followed up. Even at high percent, the regular getup is really good. Okay, see, nice roll. She has a habit of wave dashing onto the platform and then back airing afterwards. Okay, nice. You rolled again. That's the second time in the past 30 seconds that it worked. And see, that's the second time that you rolled behind her, and then she just forward tilted again, and then you just have to hold your shield. Okay, nice knee. Knees like that are pretty much guaranteed because you know that they're not going to take the nair because it's so ambiguous whether or not they're going to get on the platform or not. Nice. See, right there, you had to land. You should have landed right behind her. On the third one that you did, you should have tried to land. Be mindful of your spacing and land behind her, because regardless if you land in front of her or behind her, it connects from left or right. The follow-up is the same. So you gain nothing from landing in front of her like that. The only thing that's going to happen, she's going to shield grab you and you're going to get punished. But if you land behind her, the best thing that she can do is probably do a shield drop back air, which you could punish by doing a shield drop yourself. After the down air, you can put the shield up, and then you can shield drop her back air with your back air, and that's how you get the sweet follow-up. But you got to be mindful of that. Is realize that the down air coming from above like that, you just land behind them every time. You jump, no jump. Yep, you're dead. Usually, when you're in a combo, you don't want to jump out of the way. Sheiks might be one of those exceptions versus someone, but for most characters. But ideally speaking, generally speaking, what you want to do is you want to just try to buffer, or try not buffer, wiggle out of hit stun, and mash the C stick upwards so that your up air can come out, because it rises from below, and so it can pick people up if they try to hit you. But you also don't waste your jump because of doing that. And so if you get hit, regardless if you get hit, you're gonna have your jump to recover, which is quintessential in recovering, especially as Falcon. As you notice there, you jumped right before. If you would have just up aired, it might have even traded, or maybe you would have hit her out of it. But you would have still had your jump at the end of the day, and you probably would have been able to make it back with a jump down, with a jump Falcon kick and then up B for sure. You know, or at least had another chance to recover. So remember that you don't want to jump out of combos. You want to just up air out of them and kind of let them try to force the combo, because a lot of times they're in a situation where they're comboing you, but you're a little bit lower than they want you to be, and so they'll go for it in an attempt that you're gonna jump, right? And so that's what you did right there. Anyways, your positioning is super bad right now. You should have just went back to dash dancing and trying to bait a forward tilt out. Okay. Nair right there. You shouldn't nair that close, especially versus a Sheik. She's too small for the first hit to pick up. Nice. And then you get the nair and you get the knee. And so actually the full hop or the double jump to nair on the platform is really good. Double jump to nair or full hop to nair, whichever one works, but because you're able to put that on ground shield pressure on the shield on the platform, and then if you space it right and they try to shield grab you, you can get that knee. If it connects, you get that follow up knee just like you did right there. I don't know if you should have gone for that. I really don't think you should have gone for that. I think that you should have just grabbed the ledge afterwards and then punished, and they would have got the same result. But you won, so that's what matters. But yeah, I think you played pretty bad this entire time. I think the Sheik or the Coleslaw dude played pretty bad too. I'm looking forward to your next match that you can get on stream to send me, because of probably the difference in improvement from now and this set. I know that you wanted to get the analyzation, so you sent me the first one that you had. I don't know how old this set is. I didn't see online, but yeah, there's a lot of things you need to work on. Work on your spacing. Work on when you do the downer on shield. You want to make sure that it's literally as far as possible. If it's going to hit the shield, you want to make it to where it's so far away from the shield that a shield grab is like they're like, man, a shield grab is definitely not going to work, right? But the thing is that people have a habit of shield grabbing, so regardless of where you hit them on the shield, they're going to go for the shield grab, and then afterwards you can follow up with the grab, okay? Knee on shield, super good. You want to, you know, you want to be ambiguous as to whether you're not in front or behind if that possibility is an option. But if that possibility is not an option, then spacing your aerials perfectly is the best thing to do, because if you space it perfectly, then you can set up for a perfect space gentleman. You can set up for a down smash. You can set up for a rising short hop up air. Or set up just perfect so that you don't get shield grabbed and you dash away and then try to bait something out. Because ideally with Falcon is because he's such a baiting character, he's not an aggressive character. Falcon's a very defensive character, and that's what a lot of people that's why a lot of people suck with him, is because they try to play him so aggressively and he gets destroyed because all of his moves get out prioritized by everything else. So what you want to do with Falcon is you want to take your space and use your nair and your up air and your back air to punish whiffed aerials versus you, and to space out aerials versus you and spacing. And then you want to follow up, right? But you're not aggressively doing that. You're defensively doing that. And then you want to dash dance, of course, in proximity to where they are, or influenced by where they are, in order to bait something out. But at the end of the day, you want to kind of get them to bait something out, and how you do that is through your movement. If you move in real fast and you're able to perform a shield drop pretty efficiently and effectively, because shield dropping is one thing, but it's shield dropping and then doing an aerial and punishing from that into a 0 to death is another story. Okay, so you want to work on your shield drops, because honestly, I mean, I gotta say, like, yeah, in the recent years, shield drop have become a thing that's like almost it's super prevalent in the melee metagame, and you could argue that before nobody ever shield dropped, and having Falcon, like, I mean, Hax Money did it he went all the way to top 6 without ever shield dropping. Yes, but look at a situation where he was on the platform and his shield got hit. He didn't get a lot of conversions off of him, and if you think about what he could have been able to do with shield drop into his game, that if he would have perfected it, he probably could have been able to go a little bit further with Captain Falcon. So we'll never know now, but not only that, but I mean, because Captain Falcon's such a defensive character, and because he's so vulnerable on the platform, that a lot of people are going to hit your shield from below, and you're going to be able to punish real well. And so, I mean, like I said, one hit leads to a 0 to death if you're playing the right way, and so that's huge markup on your stock if you can get that mastered. Okay. Let's see. Power shielding versus Falco is super important. Remember that position. If he's facing away from you, it's like you have to switch up how you attack. You want to debate something out. If he's in front of you, then you can kind of be a little bit more aggressive with the nairs. I thought you played pretty well versus the Fox, at least in reference to him. But yeah, I think you're right now, based off this video, you're too aggressive. You're too everywhere, and by that I mean you're trying to jump and move all around this too much, when all you have to do is position yourself and get ready for the follow-up, and then don't worry about what you're doing so much as worrying about how to read the opponent. Remember, because that's what Falcon is you want to be able to get that read and get that reaction based on like a 30% read and a 70% reaction, and like, it's not like 30% of the time you're going to read and 70% you're going to react. It's like you're going to do both at the same time. It's going to be like a 30% read, like you're kind of like, oh, I think he's going to go here, and if he does, then the reaction to that read will be follow-up, but you don't want it to be a 100% read every time where you're literally just throwing out a knee just because you think he's going to tech right here. You think that he might tech right there, and then dash dance and grab it, react with the slight read, and then do so with the follow-up, and then punish with the follow-up. think. Your recovery, I mean, it's very hard to recover versus Sheik. But I understand. I didn't see you Waveland, or sorry, I didn't see you in or Hackstash where you Waveland on the stage and then immediately grab the ledge. And so when you do that, you actually are invincible the entire time, and you can bait a lot of people into doing things. You can Waveland from the ledge, or Waveland from the stage onto the platform on Battlefield, on Yoshi's. You can do it on Dreamland. You can do it on every stage. So remember that, you know, you don't have to throw an aerial out immediately. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things in there that you need to work on. I think you should really focus on not jumping so much when you're trying to tech chase. And see how people react to that, and then learn to do that a little bit better, because I think that you've been lazy about tech chasing by jumping. When you jump, you're setting yourself to be lazy because you want to just come down with an aerial, as opposed to just reacting like properly with a grab and then another aerial. Stop side beating so much. Down smash is a really good option when you're tech chasing somebody and they're near they don't have much stage left. So if they land on stage after a down throw, a buffered down throw, if you get that down smash not well timed, you can actually cover all three options. Remember that. Edge guarding is super important. Remember that you do a regular get up from the ledge versus Sheik, and then follow up with either a down throw or a knee reverse. Of course, you always want to knee them reverse if they're on the right side of the stage, or you know, left side of the stage. I mean, you want to knee them in the direction that's the closest wall, you know, on the whole stage. That's going to be super important to winning matches, because there's going to be times when it's literally like neck to neck, and this knee, if it does not hit to the left, if it hits to the right, they're going to live, and if it hits to the left, they're going to die, and you have to get that perfect reverse knee. And it's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of practice. Want to switch up what you do on shield. So you want to switch up, you know, from knee to grab. I didn't see you tomahawk once. I think that you should definitely incorporate tomahawking as Falcon. Falcon's super important because he's so aerial based that not doing an aerial on shield is so hard to react to, because they just expect it. So when you don't do that and you immediately grab, it's amazing. Let's see, what else? I mean, there's a lot of things that you did really well. If you don't know whether or not you're going to be able to get the knee, just go for the up air. You know, remember that you can also, I mean, Falcon's also really good about following up off the stage. So if they're off the stage and you know they're going to do something, all it takes is one, you know, rising up air to get them out of the way. Yeah. I need more information, or I need to see where you're at now to give you a better analysis of how you can get better. And I think for the most part, I think you should switch up your game style, or your Falcon style, to a little bit safer, a little bit less lazy, a little bit more reaction based with the grabs, less full on 100% reads. Even though that's the funnest thing to do ever, because it's just like, ooh, I just fucking read the shit out of you, you know. But 0 to deaths also kind of stress. I mean, the thing is that once you start to get those tech reads, and you start to focus on analyzing the player, the first stock, the first two stocks, and kind of reading where they go, you can actually start reading them and really get those strong punishes that you're trying to do later on in the match or the set, because you've analyzed them and you've read them and you kind of know where they're going to react to and stuff. But the thing is that you're trying to get to where you want to be by skipping the first couple of steps. You know what I'm saying? So realize that it takes a little bit of, you know, Falcon's not for everyone, you know. And if you think that if the way that you want to play is the way that you're playing now, then you should switch characters, I think, and you try someone else. Prefer probably someone like Fox, maybe Falco. You know, for the most part, those are the two best characters to do it with. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there to just read and review. And I hope that this video doesn't come out choppy. I have a lot of people that have been telling me that it comes out choppy. So if it does come out really choppy, I'll give you a discount for 50% off the next video. So whether it's a 3 out of 5, it'll be 9. 2 out of 3, it'll be 6. And if it's a single match, it'll be $3. So let me get this rendered, and it'll be on the way. Thanks for sending me the video, Jack, and hopefully I see you at another tournament that's not just TGC. I don't know why you guys only come out to TGC. There's like so many tournaments. There's a dojo this weekend on Saturday. It's gonna be super big. Last time they had like 80 entrants. So yeah.